Hi guys, it's Gidda here once again, and today I'm going to be showing you the camping mod by Rickmold. So first things first, when you start your world with this mod installed, very close to you you will find a tent and a sleeping bag and one campfire, and you will also find a camper, but mine seems to have wandered off over here. You will either get a male or a female camper in the first campsite you find, and this is the female one. But that I think you get more. Whoops. Well, that is a shame. But I think you get maybe more campers and bigger campsites in like more camps that you'll find around the place, and I think they have the same sort of spawning mechanism as villages, whereas like they need plains or flatlands like deserts or just the normal plains. So let's start the crafting of the mod. So the first thing we're going to be showing you, and I believe to be the most integral part of this mod, is the Swiss Army knife, or the camper's tool, and that allows you to create, it's used in the crafting recipe of the tents, and you can like rotate things, and I think you can pick up like campfires and tents without breaking them using the tool like that. So you can see the durability going down there. But it's crafted by 3 iron ingots and then 3 rose red dye on either side, and there'll probably be a little image of that on the screen just so you can see it anyway. So the first campfire, which is this one I do believe, is the normal decoration campfire. So you can't cook anything on it, but it looks nice, and you can change the colours with dyes by right clicking on the campfire with the dye like this, and then if I want to I'll bring it back to orange I had it on before. But yeah, as I said before, you can't cook anything with it, and I've been told if you try and put coal in it, it will crash the game, so probably best not to do that. And if you want to use the campfires to cook something on, then you'll need to use a different campfire. So next we have the multi-cooking campfire, which is a campfire that you can indeed cook on, unlike the normal campfire over there. However, this campfire cooks 2.5 times slower than your normal furnace, so you may be wondering, why would I use that then? And that is because you can cook 6 different items at the same time. So although it takes 2.5 times slower to actually cook, if you have like a lot of various different things like pork, steak, chicken or whatever, or fish, and you want to do it all at once, you can, all at the same time, and you can leave and do your own thing. So yeah, it's got pretty, and otherwise it's the same specs really. This one has a default green flame. This on default actually has a normal torch flame, but I ruined it by dyeing it. But oh well. So next we have the fast cooking campfire, and this is a default blue flame, and this one, as you can imagine with the title, it cooks faster than average, 5.7 times faster apparently, which is oddly specific, but there you go. And the coal to cook ratio, which basically means how many items one piece of coal will cook, is 1 coal will cook you 5 items. So that's fairly good there. You can see the GUI there. You put something in there, use your coal there, and it will come out there. So I guess we'll move on to the next campfire. So now we move on to the cheap campfire, which has a grey flame by default, and it cooks things 4 times slower, which might put you off, but it cooks 2 things at the same time, as you can see here, and you might be wondering where the slot for coal is, and that is because I do not believe that it uses coal. So that's a very big bonus for you if you're low on resources like that. So you want to just use something for really hardcore survival camping where you want to keep your coal rather than use it on cooking food, etc. However, it also says in the mod site that there's a 25% chance that your item doesn't get destroyed, which I imagine would suggest that there's a 75% chance that putting an item in this will make it get destroyed, which doesn't sound too good. But there's also apparently a 15% chance that your item will get multiplied, so we'll put these 2 in there for now, and I'll come back and see what's happened at the end. So the cooked pork chop cooked, and I've got a cooked pork chop there. However, the raw beef turned into a steak and remained there. So I guess that got multiplied, I'm not sure, and I guess this just like stayed the same. I think if I'm right in saying that there's a 70%, 75% chance that your item will get destroyed, then it seems like it's a very sort of last resort type thing that you'll only use if you're really, really in danger and you haven't got any other method of healing yourself. So I guess it could be beneficial like that. It looks like it's multiplied again there. That's a pretty strange. That's pretty unlikely to happen unless I'm reading this whole thing wrong. But yeah. Also, if you've got ridiculous amounts of food and very limited coal, you might be tempted to use this option, just because if you've got a big sort of animal farm going, that it doesn't really matter then, perhaps. But other than that, I can't see any other main use apart from if you're out in the wilderness really low on health and no other chance because you haven't got any coal and you don't want to go and get more. But yeah, we got 3 then and didn't keep going. But well, we put a raw pork chop and a raw beef in, and we got a cooked pork chop and 3 steak out for free. So I'd say that was a very good deal. But I think we'll be moving on to the next campfire now. So now we've moved on to the last campfire, which is the insta-cooking campfire, which of course does exactly what it says on the tin. It instantly cooks things. So what we can do is we can grab some raw pork chops, a few raw beef and a couple raw chicken, and as you can see, you right click on it and okay, I've lost my cooked pork chops, and these, where are they in my survival? They're in my survival inventory. So whoops, and you get your cooked chicken almost instantly. You may have noticed this doesn't have a GUI like the previous cooking ones did, but that's all you do is you simply right click with the food in hand and it instantly cooks it for you. So yeah, all of these campfires that I've shown you so far can all be picked up with the campers tool by right clicking on them like that, or if you use any other method of destroying them, they will all drop 3 sticks on break, and every single one of these will change 2 sticks into 1 torch, supposedly. So that's been all the campfires. We'll move on to some of the other aspects of this mod now. So next we have marshmallows, which have a kind of complicated crafting recipe, but once you've done that you have to put them on a stick, which will get you 3 marshmallow sticks, and you can right click on any campfire and you will turn it into a cooked marshmallow like that, and you eat it, and if you eat it you will get back your stick. So I can't eat it because I'm in creative, but I assure you, eating it you will receive your stick back. So now we're going to think about the tents, and the tents are crafted by making tent pegs and canvas, and this is where you need to have made campers tools because they are included in the crafting recipes, which should be on the screen now. And once you've got those together you should be able to make some tents, and the tents crafting recipe should also be on the screen now, and you can just place some down here like so, and as you'll notice I'll place one there and it won't be facing the direction I want it to be. So say I want it to be like that. No, it's still going the long way, and you need to use a camper's tool to rotate it like that, and then you can get the rotation on like that. So there you go. So now we're moving on to the sleeping bag, which cannot be placed on the ground as you can see, but it can be placed inside a tent, and that will make it a sleeping tent which you can sleep in, but I can't because it's not night. But they're very easily crafted, as you can probably see on the screen now, but that's quite a good method. I'm not sure how it works with how like zombies and stuff will wake you up, so I'm not sure whether they'll stay away or it won't wake you up at all, but I'm not quite sure how that works. So now we have the camping bags, and you can have the small camping bag, the normal camping bag, and the large camping bag. And the large camping bag is pretty much you're carrying a chest. So that's very good to if you're in the wilderness and you're doing more adventuring than building a house, etc. So you can take all your items with you, although if you die you'll drop the rucksack and therefore you'll lose your items in the same way, which maybe a chest would still be advised to stick on the outskirts here, just so you can actually keep your items safe even if you do die. But yeah, and moving on to the next bit. Now we have radish and radish seeds, and these are ideal for the campers because you don't have to sow the land, and you can see they're growing almost instantly. They take about I think it's 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 minutes. I think 4 to 6 is right, I'm still not sure, to fully grow. So you can you can plonk them down whilst you're setting up camp, go to sleep, sort everything out, and by the time you're ready to move off again you've got a fresh load of food to eat. So that's really good. So I'll just check if you can use bone meal actually, because that'll be, yeah, you can use bone meal and then punch them, and apparently they'll disappear because I'm uncreative, but still you can, they give you 1 radish when fully grown, and I think 2 radish seeds, so you're multiplying every time. But yeah, that's the end of the radish section. We now have a spawn camper egg, so I can plonk that down, and we've got the male camper there, and plonk another one, we've got the female camper. So those are the 2 campers you can get with them, and as you can see, anything walks over the fire and they will burn. Well done, congratulations. But that's the end of this little mod review. If you've liked it, tell me about it in the comments, give me a like, and tell me whether to do more of these, considering this is my first mod overview. So until next time, it's been Gidda, and goodbye.